Here is exactly why stablecoins will never replace XRP. And if you're listening to creators that are still telling you this, that XRP is dead because all they have to use is stablecoins, you really need to stop listening to them. All the evidence you need to see is right in front of your face right now. The US government just locked up 344 million Tether from Iran and the illegal oil trading and all that stuff. It's a really great show. It's a really great show. That in and of itself shows you that those can never replace XRP. Even RLUSD was designed with a clawback, which means if they make a mistake in the transaction, they can grab it back. So in that alone, it's still representative of the old system. That type of behavior that the stablecoin exhibits, like it can be seized if you're still doing shit that's illegal, that's part of the system that needs to be carried over into the new system for sanctions and stuff like that. Stablecoins are only representative of the traditional finance system, value unit one, in the new system. They perform no other function. You have to strip it down just in your mind to the function of one. And then they have branded domain names. Everybody's got their own specialized, customized, branded domain dollar, and it's still representative of one. So the one is like an email. So that's it. That's all they do. In the new system, you don't use them to transfer. You use a permissionless, you can't control it system. Everybody's got access to the ledger kind of system where everybody can transfer value. You could easily say it's just like TCP, which is what email uses to go back and forth. It's the protocol to transfer, not the document itself. The value of the money, you could still have that seized up apparently. That is not how XRP works. As a matter of fact, you wouldn't tell an engineer that's building a bridge, don't build the bridge because we have enough cars that go across the bridge to build a bridge for us so we can drive cars on top of those cars because those cars make the bridge. And if you do something stupid and fucked up in your car, you're going to have your car seized. Even though you have your car seized, the bridge is still going to be standing there. So as you can see, if you're saying XRP is dead because they can just replace them with stablecoins, you sound really fucking stupid. Let's also say this before you say, well, it's XRP Ledger, it's not XRP. The phone companies had this thing called the 1996 Telecommunications Act. And I worked for the phone company from 1999 to 2011, so I'm intimately familiar with this, how it unfolded for a lot of years. I had a lot to do with putting in a lot of the lines that you guys are now like communicating on and tapping your fucking screens. I did a lot of that. But what the Telecommunications Act did is it deregulated the telecommunications industry. Someone else made a video about this, which was kind of cool, but he barely touched on this subject. He mentioned it, but then moved right to the whole idea of the Telecommunications Act was to create the internet. True, but what it did at a mechanical level was it deregulated the big phone companies like AT&T and Bell South. It allowed for competition to enter the market where it was not present before. They had to kind of, because they own the entire